The bondsmith Varvalan left Urithiru on only 3 recorded occasions after entering the Tower City as the world ended. Though isolated for the entirety of the contest, she came to know each king candidate intimately through abilities that have yet to be replicated. For many years, her contemporaries Avalar, Child Avelzin, and Klaz traveled the continent and realms beyond. Yet Varvalan remained steadfast and diligent, preparing day by day for the final contest and coronation of Roshar's future. From Knights of Desolation Prologue.
1 hour remains until dawn on Lightday. A flat gray carpet of clouds extends as far as the eye can see, coating nearly the whole supercontinent of Roshar in a steady, constant rainfall. In a time of war and desolation, weepings reflected the people's mourning. 2 weeks of darkness while the planet drained out the blood of a dying year, followed by 2 more weeks seeing the blood that will be spilled in the coming year. Despair, desperation, and cynicism brought to the forefront of most minds, while rainspren and windspren exult in a steady, predictable dance. Citizens of Sesemalex Dar begin to awaken, lighting candles in the darkness of night, donning water-permeable clothing for the first time in 2 weeks, many with complicated headdresses. Through the darkness, a steady flow of people begins to move through the city down towards the docks. But this ritual that was once completed in melancholic silence is instead replaced with an energy of excitement and joy. Neighbors chatting, walking arm in arm, discussing plans for the new year, vendors helping strangers and foreigners prepare their market stalls, and the elderly telling their grandchildren of the times before when no one could look to the future with hope. A large group forms at the edge of the dock, where a curtain of rain falls in a straight line, cut off by the stone crest of Talat above. A statue stands out in the rain, a thick layer of creme in the form of a man who declined Pako's chowta just yesterday. The small green dot of Mishim hangs just above the watery horizon to the west, as more and more people continue forming the crowd, mostly under the protection of the Crest, but some moving out into the weeping itself. Fervent chatter fills the air as red ribbons of anticipation Spren leap up around the young and old alike, everyone hoping to catch the green flash the moment that the morning begins. In an instant, beams of light radiate around the Crest, flooding the city in light, and a powerful sweeping wind disperses the thick layer of clouds above. Hundreds of arcing rainbows form in the sky above. Rainbowspren weave around, enhancing the polychromatic display. The crowds erupt into cheers, throwing up all joy and passion Spren. But most of all, the glimmering golden sparkles, like snow falling upward, of beauty Spren. And even some silvery lines of hope Spren, moving ever forward towards the horizon. A figure with a small hammer walks up to the statue with a single precise strike. The creme crumbles away, leaving a shirtless man who falls to his knees, crying, weeping even, at the majestic beauty before him. 5,259 years remain until the birth of Kaladin Stormblessed. Hey everybody, we are 4 Kremlings in a Pod. This is Knights of Desolation, our Stormlight prequel podcast. I'm Noah Tubbs, your GM. Fun fact for the week, I have been reading The Bugle Call, The Song of War. Chapter 20 has a Heavenfall ability that is like a very cool depiction of what I think wind running looks like. It's probably not translated yet officially, so you can't find it without PIRAT.
You also, what is Bugle Call? It's a manga?
Yeah, it's a manga.
Mm-hmm. This has some chapters translated.
I know,
just not
but
a lot.
our viewers and listeners might not.
Yeah, it is
Yeah,
officially.
I didn't know what it was. I thought it was a book.
It's peak.
I did at first too, and I was like, oh, he's talked about this
just
before.
As a visual representation of wind running, just like the way that it tilts the screen and the page and everything is very cool. That is what I would like to see in the announced adaptations that we're still probably not going to see for like 3 or 4 years at least.
This is Andy Cotton. I play Pako here. Pako Pack, I want to share a fun fact about Pako. Pako would be afraid of the dark if he feared it. So that's the Pako fact for this week.
I see we found a theme for
Yeah.
our facts here.
I could do a different one.
Yeah, give us a second one if that's what it's going to be.
No, I think it's
Okay.
funny. Don't give a second one. That's what they get. No.
Save the next one. That's all the Pako pack gets. This is what you get for throwing your lot in with Pako.
There's another fun Pako fact. He's naturally afraid of pools. Or not necessarily afraid, but suspicious.
Pool, like, are there pool, like a swimming pool? But are there swimming
Pako
pools?
is naturally suspicious of pools, yes.
I don't
A lot
know.
of pools get
There's
left
not
behind by
swimming
storms.
So, like,
Oh, yeah.
natural
Hey, man,
pools.
you know?
So, like, small ponds, Paco's
Beaches?
just like, fuck that.
I can't even say
Yeah, he's
beaches.
suspicious of him. It's not that he's he's suspicious until he figures out why he's suspicious, but he's naturally suspicious of the pools. Yeah.
Okay, that is great.
Fun fact, man. It doesn't have to make that
it's
much
fun.
sense.
It's better than Luka has good bones, which actually is the best fact of all time. I really can't beat that.
Luka cannot break a bone. She's
they're
like,
just
dude, I
too
started
good.
watching the Twilight series. And there's like multiple parts in New Moon where like Bella gets launched from a motorcycle into a rock, or like they throw her into a wall at speed, and she's just like, no broken bones.
Are you watching it
I'm
because
okay.
of Betsy, or are you watching it just like cause?
Oh, I bought a sweatshirt that says, Bella, where the hell you been, Loka?
And then you felt like you had to actually
That's
watch
like the
it
most
because
iconic line.
It's like stealing valor to wear that around.
Yeah, it's stolen valor if I don't understand the reference, but no, that's a really good Luka fact.
Yeah, actually, fun fact, Luka is Bella Swan.
Oh,
okay.
who's in the love triangle, or has she not gotten there yet?
Cindy and not Truman, not Hayne Hookman. I guess we
Not
don't have another
Klaz.
one yet.
Too-
Not Klaz.
too
Klaz
young.
is 14 years old.
Too young.
I mean, I'm 18. It's like a senior in high school, being with a freshman, which is also creepy and bad.
Kind of like a Padme Anakin thing.
Yeah. Well, she just has a crush. I don't know if we've established that yet, but
On Sindarin, not on Klaz.
no, on Cindy.
Yeah.
She thinks he's like 10 or like 11, and every time he says that he's 14, she's like, huh? Well, I guess I'll go next. I'm Allie Lester, and I play Luka E. Kuolanaki Ashlor. My fun fact this week is that Luka loves love. Like, if she could be the person that
A matchmaker?
No, like not a Prius, the guy that marries the people.
A
Did you say Prius or
Priest.
Priest?
Did you say Prius?
I said preacher.
I heard
Oh, I
Prius.
guess I said Prius.
I heard Prius.
If she could be any car, she'd be a Prius. Absolutely
That's a
not.
good
She'd be a Jeep. She'd be an efficient Jeep because she goes off road a lot, but she isn't as inefficient as a Jeep. Anyway, she loves love, and she would be a ordained minister if that was like a thing. Like, if she could perform weddings, she would. And I feel like maybe she's tried to before, like in the peaks, and they're like, "You are a child. You cannot do this. Like, please go somewhere else."
Like the Universal World Church. How you can just pay like the $15.
I was ordained for free for a year.
Loves love. You can't hate
She loves
that.
love. Yeah, it just makes her so happy. Like, for her herself, it seems almost like a foreign concept, but like other people, she's like, yeah, that's right. That's good.
Yeah, there you go.
Hi, I'm Miles. I play Nazir Lethlin. Fun fact, Nazir was set up on a blind date by his older brother Laram on like Lightday many years ago. And then during the date, his date flirted with him, and like I guess the topic of wrestling was brought up, and Nazir took it like super serious and like pinned the fuck out of her. And then there's just like a rumor that went around to camp that like Nazir is like actually insane and just beats up women.
He's just a scholar.
Would Nazir like trains?
No, Nazir would not like train.
I think he might
He
like
would
trains
not?
a little
Okay.
bit. I think if he was
Maybe a
on
little
Gabriel,
bit.
he'd have a great time.
Maybe airplanes.
This is like early Nazir. I say early like it's a thing, but this is like 18-year-old Nazir of like, oh dude, you should do it. And it's like, oh no, like we're in wartime. This girl's like pretty strong. She fights. Obviously, she seriously wants an actual competitive match. Let's do it. And he just cooks her. And she's like, why are you insane? This is not what I meant.
Yeah.
And he's like,
She
"My
wanted
bad."
you to let her win, but you were like, no, like we're competing right now. Like, this is
Yeah,
this
just
is
a
real.
little fun wrestling, a little contact. And he fully goes for a pen. Like, fully.
Yeah.
Never make
Fully
yourself
fucks
lesser
it
for
up.
someone else. Always be who you are.
Yeah. He did well for himself later down the line, but, you know, it was a rough start.
I don't know if Nazir wants it, but Nazir does need a woman who can beat the hell out of him.
Most men do.
Yeah, I don't know. He doesn't need just fire in the heart, fire in the eyes. Yeah,
Passion.
Bastione.
So to recap last session, we were hanging out in Sesemalex Dar, the city covered by the Crest of Talat. Nazir went inside of the Crest and found a high penthouse suite where the Union boss was. And they had a conversation where Nazir lost a lot of his focus, but he did see not diagram, he saw Nazir saw a model of the crest with a little bit of the planned carving of the crest above with his nat 20 before that was all put away. We then went back to our boy Jirik's spot where you guys all had a nice breakfast in the morning and began to set out for a beautiful light day morning where Luka received her instrument and learned about the potential getaway plan having to do with some oathbound spires. We had Bosun Breck appear at Jirik's and threaten to steal Jirik away, take him out to sea, which Jirik was very opposed to. And he also, this Thaylen man, tried to pick up the young Thaylen boy who is without a master. But Pako and Klaz did not lie very well about him being named Squirt.
It was Runt.
Oh, Runt. Andy texted Squirt earlier. I was like, okay, I guess that might be what it was.
Yeah, I forgot to. But Runt is good.
Runt.
I swear it was
yeah,
Runt.
That sounds right. And now you guys find yourselves in the way of this, or on the dock. You guys were trying to perform and it's failing miserably. So one piece of business I want to take care of before we get going. You guys have a bonus from eating breakfast that I wanted to give out that I totally forgot about last session. So for the next 24 hours, you can either gain 1d10 of HP max, like not temporary for 24 hours, or you have immune to disoriented.
Max, not temporary?
For 24 hours.
To disorienting?
Disoriented.
I'll take the immune effect.
I will also... What do I have? I think I have actually shit HP.
Considering how much Pako got, I'm gonna go with the health now.
And I think I'm gonna go with disoriented.
The market is booming and bustling. This is the Lightday festival, and you see many weddings are preparing to set out. Everyone is wearing incredible headdresses that cover the full face, and so I also wanted to have you guys from Punix, because of the festivities today, you guys are given headdresses so you can kind of blend in with the crowd a bit more and not worry too much about being in public. It's actually very common to have your face covered today so you can sort of blend in a bit more. And you also see that there are many people that are covered in these various colors of like paints and dyes that they are rubbing along their arms and streaks and along their fingers and along their nails. So are there any colors that people are looking for to like accentuate your outfit at this time? As a reminder, the rainbow that we have for Roshar is ruby, red, orange, yellow, emerald, green, sapphire, amethyst, indigo, violet. Each of those
white?
Corresponding to a herald. No, there's no white in the rainbow.
Violet, always violet.
Violet, which corresponds to nail, I have down. So this is for luck on the new year. You're going to get one advantage on the day.
Oh, nice.
Can I only pick one? I can't pick two.
One that you're focused on, and this is like a blessing of the new year. That
Mine would be red. Andy, did you roll your 1d10 for health?
Yeah, I did.
I was just wondering.
I got a 9.
Dick!
This is the blood. This is shalash. It's just red. This corresponds with the garnet. I was thinking this will give you advantage on persuasion checks on the day.
Trying to remember who's.
I said, all right. I am so charming.
Are you trying to match your colors?
Yeah.
Okay.
Red is like all the horn eaters have red hair, so I'm just like, oh, I love red. Or like orangey.
Violet is raw and Nazir has violet eyes. I wasn't even doing the nail thing.
I knew it was because of that, because I am so smart. And because your violet eyes are very, very clear.
I was just confirming of what Paco's was. Paco's is going to be emerald.
Emerald. So
I
this
knew it.
has to
I
do
knew
with
it.
Hylia, which is the wait, which one is she?
She's the one for Surge Binders.
For Surge
Binders.
Truth
for
Watchers.
Surge Binders.
Yeah, so Emerald, which goes with the Truth Watchers, which
Yes.
is the path that you've been heading down. And with that selection, there is a voice in your mind that whispers, "You have chosen true." And there is this feeling of a connection with the mist around you in the air that, like, as these rainbow spren are dancing through the sky, some of them come and they swirl around you as well. And you see some life spren from the natural environment around you sort of move towards you and almost like cling to you like bits of pollen.
Pako assesses, takes note, and looks down at Klaz. And what's Klaz wearing?
Klaz, I think he was going to go with the blue oversap. Wait, he'll actually do yellow, and this has to do with Ishar, and like this is one that is sort of focused on flesh, and so he's going to gain a little bit of HP on the day for that one.
Hey Noah, I actually picked blue because that's the Windrunner color.
Yeah, so there's.
I'm just kidding. I'm totally joking. I'm sorry, that wasn't funny.
I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny.
Thank you. I'm imagining when Pako picked green or emerald, I'm sorry, which was the right choice. I think there was a voice in the background that just went, "You have chosen wisely."
Like if he didn't, he would have turned to dust.
Yeah, he would have turned to dust. That's what happened to Luka. She's gone. Okay, sorry. Go ahead, Noah.
No, it's all good. So you guys all get this little coating of paint on you. Prayer will also, he'll do.
Oh my God, this prayer. Wait. Can I bondsmith the prayer and have him choose a color?
You guys are going to duck into an alley. Oh yeah, you want to ask?
Yeah. Klaz,
Yeah, Luka?
remember when I could talk to prayer? Can I do that
Oh.
again, please?
Yeah.
Or maybe just all the time.
He grabs your hand and then he touches prayer and then he just, the little bit of stormlight that he has left, he puts into this.
Oh.
After a second, he's like, okay, I'm done.
Prayer.
Oh, yes, Luka?
Can you see colors?
No, we already talked about this.
Oh, fuck storms. What is your favorite shade of gray?
I like the one that is the sapphire.
Oh,
That got almost Indian, didn't that? Okay, I don't want to sound like racist and do an Indian accent.
I don't think it really did.
Sapphire. No, that was it.
No, that was more Indian. Yeah, that was way more Indian than what you said before.
Oh, yes, the sapphire. Yes.
If you can't see colors, how do you know what sapphire is?
Because we talked about it before on the previous episode.
Retcon it to be a Brooklyn accent.
Yeah.
No, he's Dutch.
Hey,
Dutch.
I can't see no colors.
Hey, I like the sapphire.
Hey, let me get the gabagool.
We're cutting all that out because we can't embarrass me. Oh, okay. As they say in the Horny Peaks, my bad. That's wonderful. I think maybe you get something for liking that color so much.
That is going to be protection, Jezrien representing wind, and he's going to get a physical defense increase of 1 on the day.
I say, good boy, and I pat him on the head.
You see ahead of you, there are several wedding parties getting together, but the ones that are forming, there's a bigger crowd you see with an old preacher, and then there's a smaller crowd with a young preacher that seem to be like getting things going. Is there one that you guys walk over to?
You guys, you see, we should go see. There's that young preacher over there with all those people. Let's go see.
All right. I mean, I don't really believe all that, but if you do, I don't see any reason why not to give Klaz any exposure to it.
Wait, do you not believe in weddings?
Not really.
Oh, Pako, weddings are so much fun. You don't believe in weddings or the institution?
It's the institution of it all, you know. I think it keeps women down, men up, you know. It's all in my thesis on feminist ideals, but we'll just walk on.
I think
Alright,
we should
Pako.
circle back to this later.
Okay, Pako.
Yeah, around a campfire at some time.
Yeah. We can revisit if I drink a bit. My goal right now is I need to. My only real goal is to speak to a diplomat in this moment, really, as quickly as I can, and just be done with favors from
You know
people.
who loves going to weddings?
Diplomats? Is that what you're gonna say?
Yeah.
Well, I was about to say, today is the biggest bachelor party day of the year. If you want to talk to a diplomat, there's probably a good place to find them at the brothel. I think it'd be great for a Klaz.
No, wouldn't that be yesterday would be the biggest bachelor party day of the year? Today's when nobody's a bachelor anymore. Pako?
Well, no one makes the best decisions right before they're about to get married. Another reason why it's not necessarily my favorite institution. But
You don't find beauty in oaths, Pako?
pass. Pass.
Yeah, he got you. He sure got you.
This is going to actually, just like the dialogue encounters, this is going to be a roll against your
Spiritual
defense. Yeah, because it's just a persuasion. So what is your spiritual defense?
14.
Cosmere rolled low here. Luka loves love. Do you want to give this boy a help action?
Yeah, I would love to give this boy a
Do you have
help
any
action.
bonus to... You did get the bonus to persuasion from the...
This whole time, I've just been looking at Pako with my jaw dropped and like my eyebrow like incredulous. Like he's
I mean, I'm
storming
pretty
crazy.
cool. I don't know. Women usually fawn over me. I just haven't really. I didn't want to devalue them by having them attached to me. I just not my cup of tea, as you say.
And we can all like the things we like, but love is so sweet. You have to love.
I have a general respect for love,
Well, that's okay then.
an uneasy understanding and respectful love. However, I do not want to participate.
Cosmere looks up to you, and with the oath question hanging in the air, he looks up at you and he says, "The bond between two people is probably one of the most beautiful things that there's ever been in the world. And I think that if you come with me, Pako, instead of going to the brothel today, I can change your mind." And he gets a nat 20 and an opportunity, and he grabs your hand and begins walking you over, and you are already in the crowd.
I grab Paco's other hand.
Pako is suddenly taken back and looks into Cosmere's eyes before he starts to walk and sees a deep understanding. And there is a bit of shame in Paco's eyes that he can't hide in front of anybody anymore. And he accepts his fate and walks forward.
I look to Nazir and Luka holds her hand out and gives like a questioning like eyebrow quirk, like, shall we follow them?
Nazir's genuinely befuddled by the fact that Cosmere even knows what a brothel is. Like, Nazir's genuinely confused.
I mean, who fed him?
Nazir's kind of like, it's like the thing of like, he's trying to run calculations in his head. He's like, kid's like 5, right? He's like, maybe like 4. I don't know. He's a kid, right? There's no way he knows what this is. And he looks over to you. I'm sorry, what? What's going on?
I need to get an education on marriage. And Cosmere's going to show me.
An education on marriage.
I have this overwhelming sense that Cosmere will be able to show me the importance and beautiful nature of the oaths of bonds in marriage, in matrimony. So me, Luka, Cosmere, we're all going to go and watch a marriage happen, I guess. They might have good food.
And there might be a diplomat there.
Potentially.
For the gift that I was giving, how long is that going to take to Luka?
I'm going to say you can do that right now, like while the beginning of this is happening, because it seems like before these groups are setting off that the preacher is speaking for a while. So if you go off into the crowd, what type of thing are you looking for?
Well, we already did that, did we not?
I think one was distance and then one was...
Oh, yeah, and you were told to go to, like,
damage.
find some group of people. We're going to look at that later, and I'm going to resolve how much money we spend on that. That is something I need to figure out after this session or during a break.
Okay.
Nazir goes off into the crowd. He knows what he's looking for. This is a man going to shop. So he goes into the store, even though there's a huge crowd that's very bustling. He finds the one shop he needs. He buys the one item he needs, and he leaves. And he joins back up with the group.
And I think
Yes.
Luka's just been standing there with her hand out and just watches Nazir like turn around and walk away into the crowd. Oh, okay.
Without the intention.
I quote unquote have it, right?
After this, you will be able to like return it. Yeah, but at the moment, like you just turn away, you walk away from Luka, whose hand is outstretched, without her understanding your intention to go get her a gift, which is very funny visually, just like disappearing into the crowd for a moment. The rest of you walk up, Klaz leading the way. There's a young man wearing very elegant robes that are almost pure white with a rainbow kind of scarf-like habit type of thing around his shoulders and decked out in incredible ornate jewelry. There's many glowing gems and spheres, and wearing an incredible high headdress. He doesn't hold a book or a scroll, but has this clay idol that you've seen a couple of these around. Does someone want to make a religion check? Klaz will give a help action to Pako.
Pako doesn't necessarily know much about religion, so he's gonna ask.
Lore, you mean?
Yeah,
Oh,
maybe
is
it's
it
a
lore?
lore?
Yeah. We don't have religion.
It could be, or it could be insight.
Let's do lore.
Because insight's spiritual. Okay, lore? Okay. I rolled a 6.
Klaz will just roll on his own.
I don't know what that is.
Luka will. She has. I have a good lore. Luka can roll a lore.
The statue is something that anybody on this planet probably could figure out.
All right. I rolled a 15.
You and Klaz as Pako says he has no clue what's going on, you both just realize this is a clay idol of Jezreel. He holds it in one hand, like reverently, with another hand behind it, kind of propping it up as he starts to begin this dialogue. And he says, "If the Prime Cata 6 may provide, blessed be the names of the heroes. Tranquilin halls protect them in the everlasting battle against the void. Damned be the 10 fools whose mistakes must be learned and repeated not. Should the Spren will it, today we bear witness to an oath, lifelong and sealed by the children to be born of this union. May these two be joined together for all their days, growing, nourishing, and flourishing. In moments, we will begin the most important journey of all, from the shoreline to the mountain peak. The gathering of Spren will forecast the path of your life together. Those who will join you, family, friends, and strangers, are instrumental in this ceremony. So I ask you all to help this beautiful couple collect Spren of joy and laughter, warmth and enrichment. As we set out, be reminded that the love of the heralds does not come to us all at once, but in a steady drip over time, through little acts of loved ones and strangers. Together, we all bless your home so that it may be filled with the laughter of children and the glow of Stormlight for all your days." There's a slight applause from the family members around. You guys are probably on the outside of this group.
Luka is crying, not like sobbing, but she's like, "That was so beautiful. It's a drip. It's not immediate. Pako, did you hear that?"
I want to roll a deception check to make it seem like I'm not choking up.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, I'll roll opposing insight, I think.
Yeah.
Roll the 19.
Ooh, I'll have to roll really good.
But I feel like I should get disadvantage because
I mean, I feel
clearly...
like I'm also crying, so...
Klaz will roll with advantage and Luka will not.
I'm sorry. I rolled a nat 1.
Klaz meets it, beats it. So Klaz looks up at you and has just the biggest smile, these like giant eyes that are filled with excitement as the wind grabs his Thalen eyebrows, and you just see like pure joy on this little boy's face.
Right, really, it's huh? Yep.
Yep.
Do they have any wine here?
Oh, I bet they do.
It's so beautiful. I'm just crying like in the background.
Paco's going to the drink cart.
Can you get me one too?
There are people just freely handing out small glasses, like water stop at a marathon, of wine.
No, it's like champagne, like the little flutes of champagne after a toast or something.
Yes, but there also, a lot of it is, there's some sparkly things, but most of it is this eels wine, which is the vintage that comes from the like seaweed grapes that grow in the bay here in Sesemalex Dar.
There's not even eels in it. As she's sitting, and I wish there were eels in this.
Luka, you see someone walking past with a sky eel on with a collar and a leash that is just kind of flying through the sky a little bit as this person walks their like kind of balloon floating animal type of thing.
And she just sobs even harder, like, I wish that was in my wine. Oh my God. And she kind of tries to compose herself a little bit. And she's like, you know what would make this union even more beautiful? A song. And I'm gonna try to take my accordion out and I'm gonna try to play a song.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you disadvantage on this, like we did earlier.
Why?
Because you don't know how to play this instrument.
I don't want to ruin their
You
wedding
can get an
by
expertise in this when you level up, but only
When
if it
you
makes
let me
sense
level up.
narratively.
I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting what we're using for this.
I don't remember
because we
either.
don't have performance.
Discipline.
Was it discipline? Because I have a 0 in that. Okay.
Or
Disadvantage.
we also said like crafting too, because like
I
you're
know.
crafting.
I think maybe
I don't know.
deduction over crafting, though, because you're deducing the mechanics of it and learning.
I like deduction, maybe just because I have a 3 in that and not a 0. But I think deduction, learning makes sense. And then maybe later when I actually know it, discipline might make more sense.
Yeah. Let's do deduction.
Okay, let's do deduction. That's a 19. A natural one. I think, I mean, you can obviously overrule me because you're the GM, but I think I like start to play it and I hear the worst sound, like nails on a chalkboard, horrible sound I've ever heard. And I was gonna say I like drop it, but then you might break it. So I think I take that all back. And
You
I'm
drop
just
it
gonna
and it does not
I
break.
don't.
But
Okay.
the entire crowd of this wedding turns to look at you, and the priest just gives a to get the attention back. As I was saying, and then he goes on, and you see at this moment there's an older Azish man he's bald with small patches of white hair and some splotches on his face, kind of wrinkly and somewhat hunched, that walks up and he says, "Oh man, that was quite a terrible sound. Why did you do that?"
I thought it might be beautiful.
Oh, well, it wasn't. Sorry, but... And he goes and he pours himself some eel's wine.
Can I have some more of that? Maybe I'll be better.
Today is all about eel's wine. Today we gotta drink a lot
Nazir's
of eel's
gonna
wine.
return in this moment. Nazir's gonna put his hand on the guy's shoulders and then steal his wine from him and just look at him.
Oh, hey, friend. You're here to drink some wine, too? My name is Wooly. I'm an uncle of the bride. I'm not even
He's
from
an
here. I
unc.
came from out of town. I'm here because I heard the eel's wine was really good in Sesemalex Dar.
Is anybody looking around like near us in this moment?
People turned their attention back away from you.
I'm gonna just squeeze the shit out of his shoulder.
Oh, that's a tight grip you have there, friend.
I'm just gonna just drain the glass, look at him. I'll nod to Luka to go over to Pako.
Are you sure the wine doesn't even have eels in it? Oh.
Yes, Luka. Yeah, it'll be alright.
Okay.
Pako senses Nazir coming, and I'm gonna roll another deception. Yes, it was a 19.
Luka
Because
trudges
Pako
away,
is
by the way.
he has this little glass and he has it close to his face and he has his eyes closed. It looks like he just doesn't like the taste of the wine.
I got a nat 20.
You can
No
definitely
fucking
tell he's
way.
crying about. His eyes are red and there's like snot coming from his nose. There's a little dirt in the seeds of his eyes and he's
Pako, if you're gonna cry, just cry, man. It's not a bad thing to cry. You'll be alright.
And he comes over and he tries to give Nazir a hug around the waist because he's shorter than Nazir, but if he wanted to, he could be as tall as Nazir.
Nazir is
he doesn't want
extremely
to.
uncomfortable by this fact. Nazir, I'm gonna let you hug me. Nazir's not gonna hug you back, but he's gonna allow you to hug.
And then he kind of blows his nose on your shirt and goes,
Don't do that. No, please don't.
Are we
Please don't.
hugging? I want to hug.
I think
And Luka
Nazir
comes
is
back
shirtless also.
and
Please
wraps
don't do
her arms around them both. It's just so beautiful.
He wipes his face using the tail of your shirt.
How big are the clothes that we wear? Are they kind of long robe things or what?
I would think that they're mostly typical t-shirt, if you have it on that has it buttons down the center, and you guys have these long headdresses. If anything, you'd be blowing your nose on the headdress scarf kind of hanging out from that.
Perfect. Pako does that.
Yeah. And with the nat 20, so you get that insight on Pako. You also get an insight on this guy, Wooly. This is a drunk uncle. He has shown up to this wedding already drunk. It is early in the morning, and part of this thing is carrying this vase up this mountain where if he stumbles and knocks into it, he could ruin the wedding today. So you grab him on the shoulder. You just have this insight right now, this guy is a problem, and he's probably wouldn't be missed. Not like you could kill him.
But... Yes, obviously. yeah, obviously. Let me be honest. This isn't my wedding. This is fam. I'm not gonna bother people's families. Matters. They got a drunk uncle. They got a drunk uncle. So be it. They should have asked a different guy. If people are here, I'm gonna just hand off the gift to Luka and be like, Luka.
Yes.
I think.
Yes.
Okay, Luka, relax, breathe. You gotta breathe. Relax. In this world, I think there's two types of people, those that talk and those that do. I think you are inclined to be one that does, and I appreciate the honesty and respect that comes with that. This is for you, as I'm just going to hand her this gift. I'm going to look at Pako. Pako, do you, man? I'm kind of nah, I'm not going to ruffle
Pako just kind of nods his head. It's the first time he's cried in a while. You can definitely tell with your nat 20 that he is very uncomfortable with his emotions and never understood them fully as an adult.
Do you want to drink? You want to drink, man?
It's probably a good idea.
Let's get you a drink. I'm gonna motion for someone.
He just throws his empty flute on the ground and goes and reaches for another one.
Yeah, I'll get him a drink.
And Luka attaches her gift, which I believe we're gonna retcon and figure out what it was. But she attaches it to the bow. Miles, do you want to tell me what it looks like?
Yeah, I get you a scope with a red dot on it.
No, it's like a gem.
It's a contraption.
It is a gem that creates a kind of reticle so she can sort of aim in a way. I think that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, it's so pretty. What color is it?
It's violet.
It's so pretty and purple. Violet.
Violet, purple's Crayola.
No Crayola in this world. Is Nazir turned away as soon as he gave it to me. Is Nazir?
Yeah, I'm turned around my hands in the air trying to get a drink for Pako. Yes.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Yeah, thank you for being a shoulder for me waist for me to cry on. I think I'm better now.
You might not be, and that's fine.
Yep.
Better to not stifle the emotions. I don't think that's really beneficial.
Sometimes it's okay to not be okay. Hey, where's Klaz Walker? Where do you scamper off to?
I
he's
think
still
Klaz
just
is literally
at
right
your
next
feet.
to you.
He's near the bar, but he's not taking anything to drink, but very focused on the ceremony that's still going on. He's about to be tugging on you and oh, I think they're about to go.
All right, Klaz, what's going on?
I think they're about to go. I think the wedding is about to start moving, the procession.
Okay, well, what do we do here?
We just follow along. They're going to be, and so he's going to explain to you. One partner proposes to the other by crafting a two-handed urn made from clay in the bay. They decorate them with designs and glyphs to represent both of the individuals, their families, and the home that they're going to build together. On the day of the wedding, often on Lightday, they will meet at the bay, fill up the urn. Bigger urns portent greater luck and fertility because it collects more emotion spren. Then they are to walk the urn up to a shrine at the base of the crest. So it's about 3.5 miles away. And the old ceremony was to take it all the way to the top, but it's been shortened over the years, with modernization. The purpose of the process is to join the wave spren, which are these four-legged, smooth skin, large eyes spren that leap into the air and they kind of collide in a dance with whitecaps, and rock spren, which are at the top of the mountain. So these are unmoving. They're hard to see. They could be confused with a like handhold rock, and they are different from peak Spren, which are the radiant Spren that merge with stone wards. So these are a symbol of peace and harmony. And it's like the bond between the two souls that are being joined in marriage, of the waves and the rock, the shore and the mountain. Friends and family are invited to travel with them for encouragement, but no one's able to help them. You can't touch the urn. It's only to be touched by the couple. And if it's broken, they usually don't try again for at least a year or break off the engagement entirely. These urns are kept in the home throughout the life with the goal of keeping it always filled. And during divorces, they are often broken.
So you keep saying filled. I assume water, but you didn't actually say what.
Filled with water from the bay, yes.
Okay, yeah, it was obvious, but like.
The vase urn is meant to collect the emotion spren from the people around. And you see like the wave spren inside the urn right now, that they've already collected this water. The priest is finishing the ceremony, and then everybody is about to set out. Is there anything anyone's doing before that?
I was just going to say that I looked at you guys and I was like, I love, but do we really want to walk with these people all the way to where they're going right now? We're kind of where it's at.
Me personally, absolutely not, no.
What if there was a second wedding we could watch another oath at? Just saying. It kind of choked us up this time. Will it have the same effect the next time?
Cosmere is going to look up at Pako and say, well, I really think we should watch the whole thing, Pako. If you're still not fully sold on the wedding thing, you're only seeing the beginning of this ceremony. The oath hasn't even been sworn. That doesn't happen until they reach the top. And, it's all about the journey.
Yeah, right. Okay. It's all about the journey, but not wherever it ends or something like that. I vote we go with Klaz. He's got a good idea.
When we're done with this, can we watch another wedding? Or maybe I can...
I think this one lasts all day, but I'm willing to stick it out for Klaz and for my own education.
They will be happening all day. And Nazir, you remember that you were offered yesterday to join in the wedding ceremony of the daughter of... I need to get his name.
It's not Galwa, Gadal.
Vivek.
No.
Vivek.
No, Gondola
is
that's
your...
the crime.
So you remember that last night, Vivek offered you or told you about when his daughter's wedding was, and asked for you all to come because you are these Knights of Desolation, that he wants to have people of your high esteem there, and that also he wanted you to come with information from the envoy. So you know that there are weddings going on all day, and that one is later in the evening.
Yeah, I would just have to... The envoy's not going to be at the wedding, right?
At that wedding, very unlikely.
Okay, yeah. If you feel a need to finish this, then finish this for sure. There's another wedding that we can attend for this guy that I have to get information to, with speaking with the envoy and whatnot. I can go just try to speak with the envoy real quick while you continue your educational means, Pako.
No, right?
We could follow this one. I don't think it takes all day. Does it take all day? I know they all go on all day, but the ceremony does not take all day.
The actual ceremony, this one will be done earlier, and then there will be probably like a party afterwards. Yeah, this will only take a few hours. This will just be like your morning. But if there's anything else you guys want to do here at the docks for Lightday, then let me know. If you want to head into the market, there's stuff in the market. You can come back to this later. You can just attend the one in the evening. You don't have to attend any at all. But Klaz is just hoping that Pako will go with him on one of these.
Paco's going to do whatever Klaz wants to do. Yeah. Considering that Pako at the beginning of the day was like, all right, Klaz, what do you want to do? Paco's doubling down with Klaz.
I want to go to as many weddings as I can go to. So I might as well go with them this way for just this one. And then I can go to as many as I can.
And Nazir, what are you getting up to?
I think it's just always just best to get what you can out the way. So as long as he can get the envoy just probably done, so he doesn't have to worry about like any random stuff popping off. That's just best.
Okay, you know that he is stationed at this like library study area that you were told that he's been mostly holed up there working. It is a holiday, so you don't know if he will be there, but that's the information you have. Meanwhile, the others are going to set out, so I'll come back to Nazir's trip over there after the beginning of this.
We're just the party splitters, just splitting in the same way. Like,
Yeah.
at least my Nazir is actually getting things done, and Luka just wants to go to a
And
wedding.
Prayer doesn't get what's going on here, so Prayer is going to go with Nazir.
Oh, nice.
Oh, he is.
Prayer doesn't get all this.
I'm going to put Prayer on my shoulders.
Carrying him kind of like...
That's so cute.
Yeah.
Interesting. Is it 2 legs over like the front?
2 legs over the shoulders. His front paws and like legs are on my head, and his head is on my head.
So like a backpack.
Okay.
Like as if he was a kid, like as you would like put a child on your shoulders.
Okay.
Axons have what, 6 legs?
Yeah, you're pretty strong and pretty tall.
Oh yeah, they do have 6 legs. Yeah.
Yeah. It's that those like the small pincers that are like the toes on each of the feet are sort of grabbing onto the back of your cloak in a way that it's not like digging into your skin or hurting you like my cats love to do. Luka, you also see on the shore there are some Vorin weddings happening. You see these ardents with their shaved heads. They are seemingly co-opting this day because there's sort of strange looks being sent over their way. These are a minority that people don't really like that much. You see that the women are covering their hands in these very small crowds, no more than a dozen, and there are no vases present, no urns present. They're just burning these handwritten pieces of paper, and they're also not wearing headdresses. They have these very long flowing robes of vibrant colors. Both partners, you see that with their very long hair, are wearing intricate braids, which is different because there's not much hair work going on because everybody else is wearing these headdresses at these weddings.
I'll lean over to Klaz and Pako and go, they look kind of serious. Do you think they want a song or a joke? Maybe?
I mean, I would make sure it's a good one. Try it out on me first, and then if I laugh, try it out on them.
Well, I think I'd rather do a song.
Can you do it quietly?
Luka, I want to be really, really honest, and I don't know if you should. I don't think you're great at the instrument yet. I think it's going to take a little bit because you did just get it like 20 minutes ago.
But he did it so well. I bet I could do it too. Here, wait, I'm going to try. I'm going to play right now for you. And if you like what I'm going to play, then I'm going to play it for them.
Okay, Luka.
5.
Did you roll with disadvantage?
No, it was like I rolled a 2. I guess I could roll a 1. Okay, 5.
Again, the drunk uncle comes up to you. He's like, "Yeah, you ought to put that away. I've heard enough of that. You need to stop playing that. They're distracting my niece's wedding."
Okay, I heard you the first time. You would go somewhere into a dark corner.
You're causing a scene. You're causing.
I put my hand over it. Oh no, I don't. I push him away very quickly. I'm like, okay, then why don't we just go follow those other people and get out of here very quickly?
You go towards another wedding procession, or you go towards the Vorin wedding?
No, I want to go with the wedding. I want to go with the wedding procession.
Okay, you go with the wedding procession. You see that the couple are walking together, both holding this urn, and there have been a couple stumbles already. They're not perfectly in sync.
How big is their urn?
Theirs is, I'll roll for it. Oh, 18. So theirs is a big, heavy one. And you see...
How big?
This would be like 2 people carrying not a full refrigerator, like not a mini fridge. Bigger than a mini fridge, smaller than a full fridge.
That's a lot of water. That's really heavy.
Is the urn sort of like those big jade vases, or like the big porcelain vases that they had in like ancient China?
Yeah.
Okay. That I get you. I smell you now, boss.
Yeah, but these are made of clay.
Don't smell
from
him.
the
That's
bay.
my husband.
So they're walking up, and once they make it like up past the wooden planks of the dock, and they're in the streets, there's a lot of people moving, a path forms for them, like the sea of people parts ahead of these wedding processions that are very reverent. You hear claps and cheers, and all kinds of Spren are popping up into the air, and you see they are sort of drawn towards the urn itself. You see them sort of merging in, and all of these multicolored rainbows floating in the sky of these little spiritual beings join in this procession. The cheering crowd makes way, and you see up ahead there's 2 paths. And if you guys are not like interfering with anything, they go down the one that has a bit more space, but there's like kids playing on the ground and they're shooting spheres like kind of marbles on the ground. And the grandmother walks up to them and hunches down and is like, "Would you please get out of the way?" And the kids are looking up at her and they move out of the way, but one of them you see is like about to go throw a sphere towards the urn.
How close am I to that kid?
You guys are like passing as you see this happen. You're like within 10, 20 feet of him.
Pako kind of clocks it and tries to run a quick interference because he's hobbling still.
Yeah.
So he's not that quick.
You can easily just put yourself in the way of it.
Pako just comes up and in front of the kid and goes, "What you got there?"
"Oh, nothing." And he goes to run away.
"All right, that was weird." Pako walks back to Cosmere and goes, "I thought that kid was going to throw a sphere at the thing and I didn't want to interrupt it because then we'd have to restart the whole process."
Pako, really well done. I'm happy you stepped in because that little boy just didn't know what he was doing. He doesn't understand the value of this. And you were able to stop something from happening. So it's not about restarting. It's about just continuing this journey and stepping in when something doesn't feel right.
Is that it? Really? Is that simple?
I think that's one of the biggest things we're trying to do here. That at least
It's not necessarily the first step, but the one after. Is that what you're getting at?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh. Huh. Well, pretty deep there, Claus. Make a philosopher out of you yet.
No. I don't praise me. I don't know anything.
Okay, I won't.
Yeah. We're all figuring it out together. We're all philosophers in our own way.
I'm glad Pako stepped in because Luka is like not holding the accordion, but she's like has it like pantomimed in her hands and is like doing like air, like trying to figure out how it works. And she was probably gonna trip over this kid herself. Like she was not really like she wants to pay attention to love, but she's not paying attention to like the kids on the ground.
She's not scanning.
Not at all. Very in her own world.
And you guys continue to follow this family as they continue up this path. And as you reach a major artery of all of these roads kind of intertwining, there's another wedding up ahead. And their procession starts to go just past. They kind of take the intersection first. And the couple is finally able to sort of set down the urn and wait for a little bit. And they look at each other and you guys see just this excitement in their eyes. They're so happy to be together. And a family comes out and is offering some soup, like the wine down below. They have these little cups and they're just offering it up to everybody as you pass so that they can give, especially the couple, a little bit more energy on their hike up. After waiting for a little bit, they are restored, taking this path instead of the more crowded one. They are having an easier time now than they would have. You guys continue upward and you reach another spot where there's a ton of people and there's a band performing that is sort of built up a big enough crowd that some people are in the way, but there's a convergence of like 3 wedding parties now. And again, they're able to set down the urn. This couple is taking a break and the band is playing some type of improvisational jazz. There's someone with a flute. There's someone with a stringed instrument that rests on the ground, sort of like a bass. And there is someone hitting a singular drum that is like a hand drum.
Pako.
Yeah.
I know that this has gone so badly recently, but I think this is the Stormfather's way of saying that I should go play with them.
You know, I think that the Stormfather has told you resoundingly that you should probably attempt to practice, and you probably should not insert yourself, considering you do not know the tunes that they're going to play. I support you in your new musical endeavors. However, once again, this may be a poor decision, considering the Stormfather has told you resoundingly several times to quit with the antics. But I am no priest, and you did ask me for counsel.
Yes, I completely understand. But down below, it seemed like they were playing the very famous Ode to Klaz. which I thought I could just pick up because I thought I might be a musical genius.
You very well may be, but
You know how crazy it is for someone to say God said your ass? That's what he said. Pako said God himself said stop it.
They were playing the Ode to Collect. These guys seem like they're just jam, and I think I could make it work. Can I listen to try to pick up the tune and see if that can help me at all?
Let's see what skill. This can just be perception or deduction again. We can still do deduction.
Can I make a recommendation or a suggestion?
Yes,
Sure.
Pako.
All right. What if you just sort of buttoned out before you started squeezing the thing and it made noise? What if you just started buttoning it out and made a little bit of noise? Don't go full force on it, obviously, but what if you just played a little bit for us right here? And I'll let you know if it sounds good for you to go full force. And in that way, people just think that you're just all that in a bag of chips, but there's no stakes if you don't sound good.
I've never really. I kind of put my whole self into everything that I do, but I also have grown up knowing the benefits of long, hard sweat, blood, and tears practice.
Right, that's what I'm saying, is I'm just saying that we practice it quietly, and if you match the tune, go ahead and rip it. But if it doesn't work out and the Stormfather keeps giving you the advice of stop playing right now, well, no one would be upset with you.
Not everything I say is the Stormfather's advice, but I think you should always consider what I say to have the weight of a high station behind it. Yes.
And then what do you say, Klaz Mako?
I think you can try it out again. There's enough other noises around that you won't be the worst one.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Just do it quietly.
On one hand, I have my good friend and brother, Pako. And on the other hand, I have the single bandsmith of the Stormfather saying I should put my whole... I was going to say my whole pussy. My whole heart into this.
In which you could.
I whip it out.
After you do it quietly.
I whip it out and I go, I'm going to go with my guts. And I am getting ready to... I'm just going against what you say, Pako, and I'm going to try one last fucking time. And I'm sorry if this is annoying that I keep trying to do this.
No,
because I know
this was when I thought you would first do it today. So I set this up so you would...
I'm an incessant piece of shit. So I'm going to try again. So I'm going to roll the perception to see if I can find a good spot to jump in.
Pako kind of tenses up a little bit as you're doing it.
So I rolled 24 perception.
Okay, you can roll straight instead of with disadvantage.
Thank fucking God. Okay, let's see. Oh my God, I rolled a 19. That's a 22. That's a 22. I did it.
Describe how you start to play.
Clenching his teeth, and then...
Oh, that's not what an accordion sounds like. I'm not going to pretend to be an accordion. You tell me what it sounds like, GM.
No, I just describe how you begin to play. What is it that clicks here in this moment? How do you start
I think
matching?
it's because instead of just whipping it out and immediately trying to play, I'm sitting there listening to it a little bit, and I'm oh yes, they're playing in, I don't know, this key.
You recognize the decatonic scale that they're playing in.
The upright string instrument seems to do this a lot, and the drums does this percussion sometimes. I just take a really deep breath and focus instead of just doing it. And then I start, Jen.
It's jazz, baby. It's all about the notes you don't play, and you get that instantaneously. You start to understand how to play, and you start very quiet, but with each note you play, it grows more forte and more forte until the point that the leader of the band up on the stage, that is the one with the flute, the flautist, looks over at you and gestures at you to come up on the stage.
And I stop and I go, point to myself oh, me? And I look at Pako and Cosmere to make sure they're seeing the same thing. And I also look around for Nazir, and I'm oh, just Storms. Nazir's not. And I'm looking around for him.
Pako unclenches and slowly relaxes while staring at Luka's hands magically making music. And then he kind of nods, looks over at Cosmere and kind of gives him a...
Yeah, Cosmere was, woohoo!
I freaking prance up to that stage, man. I get right up on there.
And you start ripping it. You're going crazy with the crowd up here, and the
They call
drunk
me Luka
uncle
the jazz
goes over
prancer.
to Pako. And he goes, I always knew she was good at that thing. I've been
He's
encouraging
still
her
with us?
all day.
Get the fuck out of here.
Sorry, but Luka, you gotta call your fan group the Luka and the Jazz Pranters.
And the Jazz Panthers. Yeah, Luka Legion is no more, even though that was never a thing, but...
You guys rip, you put on an incredible performance that the crowd all around begins to dance and sing along, and this boosts the couples even further so that they will have an easier time reaching the top of the peak here. The drunk uncle is also so inspired that he will not have an incident later on where he will trip and fall and nearly break the urn, because I did try to get you guys to send him away, but now he's in a...
I told him to go in a corner and sit down.
Yeah, that's not going to stop a drunk man. I'm sorry, that's not. I gave Nazir the option to say nobody would miss him, but...
Nazir would not kill a random drunken, disorderly civilian. Maybe he would.
I feel like
don't
we're
think
misjudging Nazir. Maybe he would.
Maybe he would. Luka would not probably do that.
Luka would not do that? Is that what you're trying to say? Or
I don't know. I'm thinking about it now, and I'm like, she wouldn't kill someone, but she would give him a little, like, a nerve, like, punch to the back of the throat. But, like, she doesn't like hurting people. Anyway, we're getting off topic. I play with the band. We
There's
have a great
difference between the way that you, like, attack your brothers to, like, make them submit when they're being jackasses and, like, hurting someone.
Yeah, I like that, yeah. But I take a second and I point to the drunk uncle and I'm like, someone get them some water, please.
Somebody get this man some
his
water.
Keys.
And the flautist takes their bottle of water and just starts spraying it on the crowd, and the crowd goes wild. The Spren just overflow and fill up the sky. This is a beautiful Lightday performance. And with that, we'll just cut to you guys reaching the top of the crest. You've traveled about 3.5 miles, mostly up a very steep hill. And the priest waits outside a gate. There's this archway of tubers and rockbud, like trees that have formed into this natural garden wall that protects this sort of inner sanctum park. Waiting at the gate, there's the priest, and everybody arrives. The couple puts down the urn. What a wonderful journey this has been, if the Prime Cadasix may provide. What a beautiful journey this has been with this wonderful couple. They have made the journey with great zeal, and it is thanks to your encouragement, those around us, the performer from earlier, and now let us reflect on the time that has passed, the journey to reach this point. The eternal storm washes over us with tides of great joy and deep sorrow, much like the vastness of our endless ocean. Droplets of lamentation fill the urns of every generation under the crest. Yet the sounds of deafening thunder deter us not from moving forward. May this love swell even greater than the storm. In Jezreel's name, there's a silence that falls over the whole group. Now let us finish the final step, the search for the rock Spren. There are many in there right now doing the same thing, but the rock Spren will present itself to those who are ready for the ceremony to come to a conclusion. Please all step forth into the garden. And at this point, it becomes what has been explained to you all as essentially like an Easter egg hunt. Rock Spren are hard to find. So it is like helping the couple identify a rock Spren so that they can finally finish this ceremony.
Okay, can I roll perception with advantage? Because I am sighted and I can see like all the Spren all the time.
Yes, you absolutely can, Luka.
All right, that's an 18 and a 24. I keep rolling 19s and also 2s. Lots of 2s.
You know, this is kind of crazy to think that just some rando shows up to your wedding, busts out jazz accordion, and it saves the day by finding the rock Spren.
Yeah.
Could you imagine just like, who is that person?
My new best friend. They're my
awesome.
fucking, yeah, that's my cousin now. Like,
this is the tradition of Sesemalex Dar to invite strangers. Just as in your life you will encounter strangers that help your relationship. If you can trust strangers in this moment to help you on this journey, it is just a great gift of someone who has no real interest in helping you, but is extending you this kindness anyway. And Luka loves love. Pako, what did you get on your perception? Did you beat a 24?
No, Pako got a 5. He didn't know what a rock spren looks like.
Has no
He
idea
finds
what
lots of
a rock
rock.
spread looks like.
He just picks up a rock and keeps showing it to Klaz like, eh?
No, Pako. No, not that one either. No.
All right. He picks up the same one. Yeah. Did they jump?
Luka, as you enter the garden, you look to the stone around and you see there's a patch of a very fluffy rock bud type of plant that has like fronds on it that fall off like a shaggy. It looks kind of like a ludicolo.
Ludicolo?
It looks kind of like a ludicolo.
Sorry.
It looks kind of like the Pokemon Ludicolo of just this shaggy, round type of plant with these fronds coming off of it. And it's not in the stone wall, but you see a rock spren kind of climb off of that and start rolling across the ground towards the crest and then coming to stop. Do you call out or do you go to the spren first?
Oh, I go to the spren first. Like, I walk slowly and carefully towards it.
You see this little brown stone rock that blends in with the rest of the environment around. You probably yourself wouldn't even recognize it with your sightedness had you not seen it moving. It's like a flounder on the bottom of the ocean, just blending in with the sand. But since you've seen it move, you can see its outline. Yeah.
Do I see it? Like, if I look closer, do I see anything else? I'm just like, oh, that is a blessed one, and I've never seen this blessed one before. That's super interesting.
You feel like maybe it wanted you to notice it, that like it moved at the moment that you were looking in that location so that you would see it, almost like a portent of it declaring itself for this couple that just arrived. And this is in a corner of the garden where there's not many people because there's so much growth and it's not just rock and rock and rock. That's where most people are focused.
Scared that I'm gonna like if I turn away to go get them, it's gonna come out of my sight. At first, Luka just like kind of raises her hand, and then everyone's looking. They're not looking at her, so she's like starts like waving her hands above her head a little bit and jumping. She's like, "Psst, hey, over here!"
In this moment, the elderly grandma from before walks up to you and says, "Oh, you found it. Well done."
Thanks, Graham. I was gonna say Gramps. Like Naruto would.
Yeah.
Grammy?
Thank you, Granny.
Thanks, lady.
Yes, I did.
You may call me Granny. Yes,
Granny.
I was married here 70 years ago. Yes, that was during a time of great war. We were told by Jezrien himself, I remember him flying above the city. He said those born on Lightday, those conceived on Lightday, would become radiants. I never had radiant children myself, but
I fucked a lot on Lightday, sorry.
my husband and I, we got it going on Lightday. I'll tell you.
So Allie said that, but Luka is giving, when she says that, Luka gives her like an eyebrow, like,
Yeah. I made sure we did all the fertility rituals. We had everything. We had statues, we had fires, we had the candles. I loved the smell. Always got me going.
Oh, all right, Granny. What were you doing?
I'm gonna go get my granddaughter. I'm gonna bring her over here, and we're gonna finish the ceremony. So exciting!
I'll be right here, looking at the rock spread.
Oh yes, excellent. She goes and she grabs the couple. The couple comes over. The priest makes his way over. And with a final gesture, the couple together reach down, and the intangible rock spren sort of tracks with their hands, moves upward, is placed into the urn. And in this moment, the ceremony is complete. The priest lets out a final, "In Jezrien's name, we pray for the blessing of this family." The priest lets out one last short prayer, and with that, there's a huge cheer from the crowd. The grandmother holds Luka's hand tight and says, "Thank you so much, young lady."
I could not have done it without the blessings of my ancestors and the blessings of the honor.
Oh.
It's just so beautiful. And she starts crying again.
Oh, it is. Come here. And she hugs you.
I hug her so tight, and I look around. Are Klaz, Makala, or Pako anywhere near me, or is Pako after all this still holding rocks up? to Cosmere to see if it's the right one.
Okay, Pako. Luka found it. Nope, not that one either.
Pako is just sort of like, there's gotta be more.
We cut away to the library.
Yes.
Nazir.
Poor Nazir.
Yeah. Nazir, with his typical military mindset and determination to actually get something done, heads off to the library to find this envoy. You were told the room that he's normally holed up in, but today is a holiday, so you don't think he would be there, but you knock on a door, come in, and you enter a room to see a man that is wearing a typical Azamir vizier robe. So this has many layers to it and a taller hat. He has some jewelry on, but nothing too fancy. And you don't see his face because it's behind a scroll. What is it? Did you bring me food? The staff is on break today. Who are you? And he rolls it back up. You see a elderly man that has somewhat of a wrinkly face that has older eyes that are sort of piercing through you, and a deep black hair still, though. Who are you, and why are you here?
It was already pre-established that I wouldn't know this guy, right?
No, yeah, you rolled and you wouldn't know him.
Okay. Can I just get like a insight, just like just any like cursory like info I can get on the guy in the moment?
Yeah.
Wow, nice. Nat 20.
Jeez. These are hot dice tonight, or spicy, because we've gotten some ones too.
Nice, Miles.
Very nice.
Thank you.
What do you want for the opportunity here? What are you looking at specifically?
It is everything I can just like get in a glimpse of like in the moment of like out of like the like type of diplomats that I've interacted with. What's like his personality? What's the best approach to like talk to him? Would he like cower under like power? What is just the best like any information I can glean to like best approach this situation just to get, I guess, info?
This is a very serious Azish man. He takes the law seriously. He does things by the book according to the exact wording. He is the worst type of textualist you could imagine that will like pick apart an individual word to the point of like severe abstraction. This is a man that will hold up bills for weeks or months over a single word. He does not celebrate any holidays. He does not care about this country. He cares about Azamir. This is like a nationalist that believes that Azamir is the correct country of like in all things that they do, and that is because the law says so.
If that is the case, then would that mean he believes in the nature of Azamir pre-Gondola being trying to change the structure of it to his own means?
With the Nat 20, I'll say that you can tell he at least agrees that this country needs to be brought to heel because they have this strike that's going on too long. And he was sent here as somewhat of an enforcer, like, stop it. Make this strike stop now.
Okay, interesting. These years gonna... Is there any, like, seats or anything near the guy?
There's another seat on the other side of the table. And as you move to sit, he's going to put a covering over the table just to cover some of his papers. Excuse me, who are you?
Jeez, this is one of those things of like, it'd be so great if I actually just knew like certain like basic laws. But okay, no, if it's kind of very law based, but it's very open with things. I don't believe that this is the manner in which someone of your status should be speaking to another citizen. For someone that cares for the law, is openness and straightforwardness between people in conversation the most important aspect to make sure that those follow the letter of the law? And thus, by speaking in a means that can be taken as rude to a different party, can stop one from being brought into the fold of Azamir's light.
The very tense attitude that he had with you softens somewhat quickly. He says, finally, a civilized man that you're from Azamir proper, I see?
I am.
Excellent. And have you been sent here to aid me in this quest of mine?
I have not, but hearing of someone such as yourself being here I could not help but be curious and wish to help if I could.
Ah, are you associated with the docks, the trading? How long have you lived here in the pit, Sesemalex Dar?
Not long, but I do have some dealings with the workers of the docks and some with those of higher management.
Yes, I have heard that the actual dock workers are not happy with the strike, that they need a strong hand of Azimir to come and put a rest to this childishness. People need bromes to survive. You know, they can't spend weeks and months just sitting around doing nothing.
I would agree. Yes, people need. There's no real economy if currency's not flowing, and a blockade can interrupt that. It's not good for the common man. I would agree.
So, do you bring me information from the docks, or how is it you wish to aid in my quest?
Unfortunately, I've not been here long enough to give you a very detailed report. I can say that there are unwilling parties that are affected business-wise in the way in which this blockade is happening. But at least from a trusted source, I do not believe this blockade will be continuing for much longer.
All of my information seems to indicate that they intend to extend this for as long as it takes to get severe concessions that apply to none of the other vassal states that belong to the Makabakam Empire. I do not see why they should get such special treatment merely because of this one port, and it clearly has to do with influence of the Night Mother, that we will not fall subject to some old magic witch commanding the ideals of men.
Okay, hold on. Oh, wait. This is me. Okay. Can I do like a lore check? Is there like some... I'm trying to think. Is there some like greater relationship or understanding of like the Night Mother and like any like Azimir like...
I think it's looked down on. I think that it's a thing of like you're cheating and you will be punished for it. There is an adequate punishment, that there's sort of maybe a reverence for old magic in that it doesn't give people exactly what they want, but it is looked down upon for someone to go there. You have to be truly desperate, kind of. But in a Mool, they see it as like, oh, didn't make rent for the month, maybe I'll just head out there, see what happens.
I am curious, for someone of your position, you would have greater knowledge on a subject such as this. I can understand the displeasure with the movement and interactions with the Night Mother, but with the education that we are put through, with the understanding of the law that we are put through, do we not have the means to adequately gain the most benefit from interacting with her more than any other people in another nation?
Yes, Azimir benefits directly from the Night Mother. I will not say that she doesn't, but the people here, it's the law of large numbers. You have enough people go and use this method that ultimately someone ends up getting a boon that is so powerful that it causes problems for everyone else. It should be limited. It should be looked down upon. And only the most downtrodden should be going, because they often get the opposite of what they want. I believe that only people with pure intentions truly achieve what they desire, and I myself have never been someone with pure intentions.
And just gonna nod to that. I apologize for the sidetrack. However, bringing back to the main point, if there is any information that you would more so wish to glean, I would be happy to try to recover or get it for you.
The primary issue at this moment is the imports and exports do not make sense. I have logs, I have receipts, I have everything that I should, and the numbers add up, but there is a problem. There are too few ships. They cannot be making the amount of money or resources based on those ships alone. There is an outside influence. I do not know where it is coming from or how it is. This is not natural. There is a problem here, and I will discover it. If anything, there is something connected to the tarps above the royal palace. I have not been granted access. They will not tell me what the project is. I have been assured that it will be revealed soon enough, but there are not the amount of funds in public works to allow for a project of that size. There is, I believe, an outside funder, but I do not know how some single individual could have the wealth required for projects such as these. And I believe it is flowing into the city improperly. This strike is just a distraction from all of this.
Interesting. I'm going to stand from my seat and say, is there any means of force that I could use to nudge these dissenters?
Haha. If you were to put a dagger through the fat stomach of Devivik himself, I don't think it would go far enough to do any real damage. No, force is not how we deal with issues such as these. I believe that we need the power of knowledge. Maybe you seem spry and young. If you were to be able to access the project or know any more information about it, that could help me. But know this, Azamir has no plan of backing down. We will not meet the demands of these unreasonable Kremlings. And you know that right there he's talking about like the entirety of this nation.
Mm-hmm. I'll just give a little bow and leave.
Yeah, does Prayer react to his like vileness?
No, I think Prayer doesn't fully understand people like the way until you connect. Like he doesn't know your words until you're doing the like conversation with Bondsmith Powers. He can hear his own name. He gets concepts.
And like Freedom can say stuff to him.
And Freedom can say stuff to him, but it's not
people words.
Freedom is kind of whispering to Prayer, just a sort of translation of like, we don't like this guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave. I'll just, motion to Prayer, like, let's get out of here. When we're like out of the building, I'll tell Prayer, yeah, that guy fucking sucked. That guy's terrible, man. I hate these type of diplomats. They are the worst. I'm gonna put Prayer back on my shoulders.
He hops up.
We need to get you a backpack to put him in.
Yeah, we're gonna create the first ever Bjorn. Actually, like Bjorn is
not a backpack, but I get what you're saying.
I feel like Bjorn would be invented on any planet at any time. So that I'd say that.
What about like a
sling? No, you cannot leash him.
You cannot leash him.
Andy, get out of here.
Like a collar.
Hey,
I don't know. I feel like those are there.
Thin fucking ice, man.
You could put a collar on Prayer.
Prayer might like you have
an name.
Prayer might want to be dripped out.
He's free. Okay, if it's for his own like drip outedness, that's fine. But we're not putting a collar. We'll give him a necklace. He can have a necklace, but he cannot have a collar.
Like Cuban link. Put a Cuban link on it that says Prayer. Hey, Pako Pack, when we make it big, give me some bling that says Prayer on it.
Can we add Prayer onto the art?
I kind of
and he just has like some like a $sign necklaces.
Yeah. The Scooby-Doo edits with like they have grills.
Oh fuck yeah.
Okay, all right, sorry. Miles and Prayer, Nazir and Prayer.
As you make your way out, there is a courier. A young child runs up to you, sort of like the one that Luka encountered delivering the mail. A message for Nazir Lethlin?
I kick him in the chest.
No, you don't.
I'm joking.
No, you said it.
I take it.
And he scurries away. You open it up, and you see that it has... Actually, before you open it up, you see that there is a wax seal with the signet ring that was one of the many rings that was on Devivik's fingers. You open up this small scroll, and it says, "Be advised, assassins have entered the city from Azamir. We have a count of 5, meaning you can assume at least 8 have entered. Tell your friends."
So you have until the count of 5 until they come and kill you.
He just rips it up. He's gonna rush off.
You head out towards the crowds.
And you hear, floating over the crowd, some beautiful jazz accordion.
The Knights of Desolation are Andy Cotton as the Pako, Miles Johnson as Nazir Lethlin, Ali Lester as Lukai Kulanaki Ashalor, and me, Noah Tubbs, as everything else. Cover art by the incredible Aria Barra at ARIIRF_ on Twitter and Patreon. Music by Net Denizen Lane, aka Lane. And special thanks to Arjun Joshi, my deputy DM. If you're still with us, thank you so much for listening. You've probably heard, but we record these way before episodes come out. And behind the curtain, we've got about 14 recorded and have just finished this arc. It's incredible and we can't wait for you to all hear it. We're working really hard behind the screens to edit it as best we can, and sometimes that takes a bit more than every 2 weeks. Meanwhile, smash those like and subscribe buttons. You can find us on Twitter and Instagram at 4kremlings with the number 4. If you have any suggestions for names, flora, fauna, new Spren, Silver Kingdoms era lore, or any other thoughts, leave a comment or email us at 4kremlings@gmail. Still the number 4. Thank you to the legendary Brandon Sanderson and Brotherwise Games for this amazing world and system we get to play in. See you in 2 weeks as we continue the journey of the Knights of Desolation.